When you're looking for the perfect tractor for you, you need to keep in mind a few key things. One that you're comfortable getting on, one that you're comfortable operating, but most importantly, will get the job done. When the extrication team goes to the World Rescue Challenge, they will perform checks like this one on a live dummy, simulating someone that just got in a car accident. But for them, they say it's about more than just a competition.
That's checking pulses and check for any injuries, okay?
Okay.
Check your head for any bleeding, any crevice.
It's about learning new techniques and ways to save lives.
When we go to these competitions, there's always little skills that you can learn that you never knew about before.
The director says the Kids' Day of climbing trees and ziplining is in hopes of helping the kids forget their troubled past and just be kids again. Woo! Sanchez says if you want to participate in helping him achieve his goal, all you have to do is go to Google and type in Kenny Loggins Kickstarter, go to his webpage, I want Kenny Loggins to play in my living room, and donate what you can. It's a hot summer's day in Sarasota, Florida, and we're going to put this to the test. I have a thermometer here that says it's about 88 degrees. We're going to put it in the car and see just how hot it gets. After 5 minutes of waiting, we came to check on the thermometer, and we're surprised to find it already reads 140 degrees. Imagine if that was your child or grandchild. While the pier clearly states it's closed for repairs, neighbors tell me kids come down on a nightly basis, slipping through these cracks. And now neighbors are the ones feeling victimized in their own neighborhood. Dr. Meredith says even the best surgeon only has 2 hands, but once you put your face in the console, all of a sudden you have 3, giving you the ability to work smarter, more precise, and more in control.
You're watching the SNN Weekend Edition with Christine McLarty.
A community is rallying together this weekend to mourn 2 children suspected of being killed by their own mother. A car in Palmetto was stolen this weekend, but is now back in the hands of its rightful owner.
Today, SNN's Christine McLarty got to meet Grace and introduces her now. Christine?
That's right, John. Grace's mom tells me everyone that spends more than 5 minutes with Grace will see what a resilient, joyous, and amazing child she is, hence her nickname, Amazing Grace. Meet my new friend, Grace Weigman.
Hi. Hi.
Best known as Amazing Grace.
Oh.
This 8-year-old loves watching YouTube videos of people getting shots and playing doctor with anyone willing, even our news team.
I know I'll get your operation for you.
You can do an operation for me?
Yeah.
Her life revolves around medicine.
Robinow syndrome is extremely rare. It's an extremely rare condition.
Weighing in at 63 pounds, her fragile body
4'5", awesome.
has undergone a lot of changes.
And this is what they placed. It's called a vector. Hooks from clavicle to hip.
Her spine was growing into the space where her lungs were, and so it was causing her to breathe shallow, rapid breaths.
To help, she has had 2 vectors, or rods, surgically placed inside her back. As she grows, the rods need to be manually extended, so she will have back surgery every 6 months until she's 17 years old. That's the next 9 years. But Amazing Grace doesn't let it bother her.
She can walk into a room and just light it up.
All right.
One of the most courageous, resilient young girls that I have in my practice.
As Grace gets stronger, so does her family's faith.
It's very hard for me to think God could do this. But now looking back, everything that we've been through, I've been able to share our experience, strength, and hope with somebody else, which I guess is what it's all about.
Amazing Grace will keep taking it day by day, one Band-Aid at a time.
It's cute.
And Gracie's mother says the only thing that has pulled her through this is their Sarasota church, South Shore. When Grace was diagnosed, parishioners brought countless meals and did daily chores 53 days in a row.
People who want to reach out to the Wegman family, how can they do that?
That's a great question. Grace has a Facebook page called Prayers, Love, and Hugs for Amazing Grace. You can contact the family through that to help. We have their link to her Facebook page on our website, snntv.com. At 35 years old, Nick Walenda broke 2 Guinness World Records Sunday night, adding it to the 7 he already has.
All my training in my hometown in Sarasota, All that hard work definitely pays off.
Walenda walked 2 wires, one at a 19-degree angle, more than 2 city blocks long. The other a straight across wire, walked with a blindfold, and no nets, even no harnesses. Walenda says more challenging than walking the wire is not walking the wire.
You know, the hardest part of doing live TV is waiting till the director says, go ahead on the wire. That hour leading up to it that everybody's going, why are they making us watch this for an hour till he gets on the wire? I'm going, why are they making me wait to get on the wire for an hour? Because I want to get on that wire and walk.
Thousands of people have come down here to State Street in Wacker to watch Nick Walenda walk over the Chicago River.
At first I thought he was a little whack.
I think it's pretty cool, like, you know, it's something he's passionate about.
With spectators flocking to Chicago from around the world.
I'm French and I'm here to watch the man on the wire.
They hunkered down hours before the walk to get a good view. How early did you get out here?
Hour and a half.
We wanted to walk around the area and see what kind of view we had.
To get a good seat so we could see him walk the wire.
No one with a better view than Walenda himself, walking 600 feet over the Chicago River.
And the skyline is just unreal from up there, just to take it in.
Walenda will spend the next couple days in Chicago and New York, talking to media. Reporting downtown Chicago, Christy McLarty, SNN, the Suncoast News Network. Enterovirus D68 can be deadly.
There have been a few deaths of people who have tested positive for the virus.
Pediatrician for All Children's and Sarasota Memorial Hospital, Rebecca Liamato, says symptoms are similar to those of the flu.
It'll be runny nose, cough, fever, and particularly in children with asthma, they might have worse respiratory symptoms, wheezing, very difficult to control, trouble breathing.
Chuck Henry with the Florida Department of Health says there is a test.
The specific testing for enterovirus D68, the confirmation testing has to be done in the state public health laboratories.
In states with large outbreaks, they are testing for it routinely, but in the state of Florida, we're not yet.
We're only recommending testing for those really severe cases or those cases where the cause of illness is unknown.
Preschool teacher Debbie Johnson says they have a saying for parents.
One of our favorite sayings is, when in doubt, check it out.
4-year-old Ishan and I are playing with GAC. It's a mixture of liquid starch and glue, a perfect place for enterovirus D68 to live, but teachers at 40 Carat say they aren't worried because they take very special precautions with their students.
The first thing they do when they come in the room is they wash their hands. Whenever they use our water table, they leave there and they wash their hands.
3-year-old Miles Cuff says he likes clean hands. What do you do when your hands get dirty?
Like wash them. I like them clean. And they also do soap. And I do a paper towel.
As a parent and teacher, Johnson says she's very cautious.
Yes, I am concerned about that, and especially my granddaughter was here last year. Now she's in a public school, so I worry about her more than I did here. But when they're out in the public and, you know, in a larger school, can't follow her as much.
Even if your child does get it, there is no cure as of now.